my second or third travels for the year. But like so many other people, I'm going nowhere. However, like I said in my very first vlog, we have to be grateful despite our circumstances. And I am just so happy for all the opportunities that I've had over the years to travel. So this week, I'm going to do a little bit of reminiscing while answering a few of the more popular questions I get asked about my travels. One of the questions I'm often asked is,
what sparked your interest in travel?
Well, at the age of 8, I moved from the UK to the beautiful little island of Barbados. And I was amazed at how different it was. The weather was different. I went from 3 feet of snow to blistering sunshine. The people spoke differently, they dressed differently, and the food was very different. And then at the age of 11, I traveled to America for the very first time. And again, I realized what a complete contrast that was to both the UK and Barbados. And it got me thinking, is every country in the world so different? So I just thought, hey, I might as well go and find out for myself. And now I'm just so fascinated that one God has created one world with such vastly unique countries, different people with so many different skin tones, different food preferences, different languages, different hair. It's astounding. I've traveled to over 60 countries so far, and this pandemic has put a temporary halt on things, but as soon as I can, I'll be back out there ticking off the rest. Years ago, I used to work for the BBC, and one of the questions I was constantly asked by my colleagues was,
how do you fit so many holidays into 1 year?
The answer? Careful planning. I had 27 days annual leave, plus bank holidays on weekends. So with that, I could fit in 2 big holidays a year, usually to Asia, my favorite continent, and then 5-day breaks to Europe and other countries closer to home. Now here's a tip for you. If you're venturing to the other side of the world, then a twin center holiday will allow you to see 2 amazing countries and save money. So for example, I've been to Qatar and Bali, Vietnam with Cambodia, Singapore with Australia, Ras Al Khaimah with Oman, and so on. If you're planning to venture further afield, grab a world map and see which countries either border with each other or what other country you can stop off at en route. Just make sure you allow yourself enough time to explore both countries adequately. I'm also asked,
what's your favorite thing to do when abroad?
as much as I enjoy the sightseeing and the food, I love eating abroad so much. But my favorite thing is just engaging with locals, whether that's someone I've met at one of the local attractions or someone I've met while haggling. You've got to love a good haggle. Or on public transport. I just love those cultural exchanges, especially when there's the added challenge of a language barrier that you're both desperately trying to break through because you want to understand and be understood by the other person. Phenomenal. And then the other thing I love doing when I'm abroad is visiting other churches. I always make sure I visit a church when I go to a new country. And sometimes I can sit there in an entire service for an hour and not understand a word they're saying, but I'm just watching the way they're worshiping and they're engaging with God in their ways. It's just phenomenal. The one thing I have learned though is that the word hallelujah is the same in every language. So I am guaranteed to understand and to be able to say one thing. And finally, I'm always asked,
what is your favourite kind of souvenir?
Now, I'm not into your typical souvenirs like key rings or fridge magnets, but what I do love bringing back from holiday are rocks. Just a rock from each country I've travelled to, and you can actually write the name on the rocks. So that one's from South Africa, I've got one here from Jordan, I've got one here from Bali. Just wherever I go, just collect a rock. Now, I could talk about holidays and travel for months on end, but I'm going to pause this video here. I'll be back next week to tell you about my favorite holiday, which was my favorite holiday for all the wrong reasons, my favorite destination, and my not so favorite destination. If you've enjoyed this video, then please give it the thumbs up and share. You can also subscribe to the channel or catch other videos that you may have missed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back again next week.